Hello, YouTube. Ray Kasumi here, along with my host, Mr. J315, and
I'm not doing 3-bit anymore.
UO, and we also have Wax here today, and the Black Astronaut.
Yo, what's up?
And so, okay, yeah. So, our friend, one of our friends, I'm going to call him Soon, because that's his nickname
Sune.
or whatever. No, I don't know if it's Sune or Soon Lin,
Sune.
Psycho,
It's Sune.
Shinimi.
Yeah, Psycho. No, that's too much.
Yeah, let's just call. Okay, let me go.
Let's put it like that.
His name is Maxis Green Sune Psycho
Stop!
Shinmi.
You're giving too much information. What the hell is wrong with you?
That is his nickname. It's not. That has nothing. That's
Yeah,
not
but doesn't he use that for one of his social media accounts?
No, he doesn't even. He doesn't get on it.
Look, it doesn't matter that much, but all I'm saying is, one of these days, the wrong person's gonna find this video and they're gonna be like, hey,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Look at this guy trying to get us killed. Trying to get somebody killed for the second time in a row.
He's like, I love this Ray Kasumi guy. I'm gonna kill all of his enemies.
Anyways, he called us incels, and I'm still not completely sure about what an incel is. So,
Alright. First, I'm gonna open with literally by definition, at least confirmed, Ja'Cory and Michael aren't incels because I believe he knows that both of you have had girlfriends. So that literally excludes you two, like by definition, from what he knows. So from what I've learned of incels, they're literally people who can't get they're involuntary celibates, meaning they don't have a choice in being, sexless, intimateless, no intimacy with a partner, particularly the opposite sex. By definition,
what do you like? So wait, what do you mean? And so you saying involuntary? Like that means that
involuntary means like they have no choice.
Yeah, they cannot. It is not an option available to them.
So like they try, but they don't.
Look,
Yeah, they try and
basically
fit.
saying you
Yeah.
ugly as fuck or you stupid as fuck and nobody
Yeah.
wants to see it.
Hold up. Because I do know what the incels are. That's pretty much it. Except the stupid part isn't really counted.
Yeah.
With incels, because it's mainly they're just like if you don't look good enough, you can't make the cut. And incels, but first of all, the vast majority of them who claim to, most of them are toxic cunts, and the vast majority that claim to be incels aren't actually incel. Incels are extremely rare. They're like, you have to literally look like the Elephant Man, like cousin, to be incel. Like seriously,
it's that specific
really rare.
to where you really
So,
would not find an incel.
Most people aren't actually incel, but what the community does, I actually do somewhat understand. I appreciate it because they at least bring light to how human attraction actually works. Most of it's based off of looks, and they know that, and they point it out. So that's at least one aspect. That's one redeeming quality of that kind of group. That's about it. They just shine a light on how human attraction works and how females choose mates. So that's pretty much.
He could have been talking about me.
Huh?
He could have been talking about me.
Well,
Yeah.
well, he
But
did,
yeah,
he-
that's pretty much
Why
the
would we talk
incel
about
thing.
a fun guy?
nice save. But
Yeah,
anyways,
I'm pretty sure it's not so much your looks, it's your actions.
no. Okay,
No,
to be
I-
fair,
that's not
hold
true.
on. To be fair,
Leonard's a sweet, cuddly teddy bear when he
Like,
wants to be.
back in middle
That's someone
school,
general.
Leonard was like one of the quietest, nicest people ever. People have been scumbags to Leonard all throughout middle school and high
And-
school for no reason. People are
and
just
yeah.
jerks.
And actually, the action, and it's not about your looks, it's about your actions. That's one illusion that that incels expose that I actually appreciate. Attraction isn't really about what you do. It's about how you look and kind of like the position you hold in like a social group. Because ultimately our attraction is based off of primitive drivers that we evolved with. So it's really not based off of like how cool you are or swag. If a girl wants you, it's because it's because you look good or because you're popular. That's why. It's same way we're attracted to women. It's because of looks. So that's just that's a lie that they kind of blow right out of the water that I appreciate from them.
Okay, but here's my problem with him saying that. he set up and he called all of us incels. First off, I didn't know what an incel was. Second
I'm
off,
not tripping because I know I'm not one. So
no, like it's not. I know that I'm not one, but it's
I have digital receipts. Michael can confirm.
this man has digital receipts. I have physical receipts.
Yep, yeah, you do.
I have a physical receipt. But this man sits. He like,
burned?
huh?
Look,
Got
the
burned.
story is Michael only went shopping one time. He's never going shopping again.
What does that have to do with anything?
You're not
Oh
getting
my
enough-
God, you're
Stay
a
on the
fucking
Incel topic.
idiot.
No,
You're an
no.
idiot.
What does that mean? I'm going
You're
shopping.
not, Michael. You're not supposed to have receipts.
Oh,
You ain't
yep, nope,
going
I
to-
understand.
You're
Yep, nope, I went
fucking
shopping
idiot.
once. I went shopping once. I get it. I
Oh,
went shopping
boy.
once, chose my item, and I didn't go back to the store. Not going back to the store. But my problem with him saying that is, like, he said when I went over there, he described an incel, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything.
What do you
but
describe?
he described it. He said it's basically you guys. All y'all do is sit and complain about women. Y'all talk about how you can't get women, and you just sit and like masturbate all day. And I was like,
No.
excuse me?
Hey, that masturbation thing ain't a lot on my
only-
part.
I don't do
Only
that.
1/3 of that is actually
Yeah,
true.
yeah, the masturbation part. That's it.
Of course,
Yeah, that's it.
I can say it's true. That's it.
But hold up,
I can say
hold
it's
up.
true.
Hold up. He said the complaining about women thing.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining about women.
I don't
I'm
complain
just.
either.
I don't
I'm
complain
exposing-
either. What do I have to complain about?
Hold up.
That much
Hold up.
anymore.
It's not complaining about women. It's exposing the negative. It's exposing the negative aspects of female nature. You can do this with male nature. Males are violent. Males are way more likely to be sociopaths and serial killers. In regards to women, I think it's because the topic goes to sex a lot. I think that's why we end up talking about that a lot. But I'm not complaining about it. We are what we are. You can't blame a baby for crying. You can't blame a human for being what it is. That's just what we are. And I just talk about the darker aspects of our nature. We also, women and men, we also love and have fun and laugh. Yeah, there's also positive aspects to us. But I was talking, when I'm talking about like female nature, I'm talking about the negative aspects. I wouldn't focus on the positive ones. And that's boring to just talk about the positive aspects of something. You know, getting in, talking about the negative, the grimy, the dirty, that's interesting too.
But
I never really complain about women that much.
I've never complained about them. It's just about like talking about what we are.
Yeah,
They're part of us.
I'm just
part of
very aware of my
humanity.
situation and where that puts me in terms of trying to form any kind of relationship with a female. I'm
'Cause,
just
like-
very aware.
because
But yeah, I don't even get the complain about women line. Most of our conversations aren't about women on this podcast, I believe.
I don't think we've ever had
No,
had a single conversation
we-
about women on this
we-
podcast.
No, we have, but not that much.
Yeah, we haven't gone deep
I
into
think we
talking about,
I think we touched on it once when we did it with Jim and Stacy, but I think that's it. I think we touched on it only a little bit.
Turn the light on, she can't see you.
but yeah, it's not really. No, I'm not complaining.
My only problem with him is like he's sitting and he said this about us, but I'm not trying to be mean or anything.
There ain't nothing to trip about, because we all know we're not.
It's not that I'm tripping. It's just like
Right there.
it's like how you gonna call me this if this is exactly what you are?
I don't think he's using like the strict
Yeah,
definition of
I don't
himself.
think he understands.
I think he's just
Exactly.
basically saying y'all have had women troubles and y'all are bitter. I think that's what he's saying. when he's
I'm
saying
not
incel.
bitter.
Look, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying that's what I think he meant.
Yeah, I think he meant to say
And
something
that's
else.
a different
So was just the closest thing he could find.
It could just it could just not be that serious. He could have just been thinking of some insult, just being derogatory or
No, because
Like-
he
Because
said
he
that he.
definitely wasn't using a strict definition of what it is.
Yeah, I think he just found the closest thing he
because
could
that
find.
applies to so
like-
No, but no. The thing is, he searched. He went to like this website. He searched it up, and he was like, "Yeah, Michael, this is you guys."
okay.
Alright, yeah, but he just
But
he
he's
literally
going-
pulled out his phone, looked that up, and he wasn't thinking about it for very long. He was just telling you something.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
Well,
he
it
must have
was-
read like a line or two and been like, "Yep."
Like if I call you a bitch, I'm not calling you a female dog. I'm just trying to insult you.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Like when I call you.
But I think this
Y'all are.
actually,
Only Leonard is honestly.
I think
Fair.
this I think this female top. I mean, I think the topic of incels is actually more interesting than what he said, because I do find what incels talk about at least to be
Okay, so
interesting.
what do incels talk about? I have
Ignoring
How
the.
women are or how women should be treated and shit.
Yeah, yeah. There's that, but I'm like, I don't care about that, because that's just dumb stuff that they say because they're like actually they're bitter because they can't get girls and stuff. It's not really relevant. But what the stuff that they talk about when they talk about like the 80-20 rule, how literally 80% of men are viewed as below the measurement of like an average to most women. That is literally a proven fact. When they talk about how the halo effect works, which means the better you look, the less and less like basically the better people are going to view all of the things you do. You can do some cringy bullshit, but if you look like Brad Pitt, it's cool, it's edgy. That's literally how the human mind works.
You know,
so that's when they talk about that kind of stuff. I think it's interesting because it's true. Like, it's actually been proven.
okay, that's okay, sad, but it's true. But I'm not sure if he's trying to. He's not trying to say anything positive about us. I'm 1,000% like all the negative aspects.
Wait,
not.
no,
I mean, it's
I'm not
an
even
insult.
talking. I'm not even talking. I'm not even talking about.
He's trying to insult us.
I'm just saying that the incel topic is interesting. I already say it's more interesting than what he said. Like, I don't really care that he insulted me, calling me an incel when I know it's not true. It doesn't matter. But I think what incels talk about is interesting.
What else do they talk about though? Because like I know they but
I mean, I know they talk about a bunch of stuff, but that's the only stuff I care about. The stuff that's true, and it's actually it's actually shining a light on an aspect of human nature that doesn't get talked about in public.
one thing that is true is how hard
It's Well, no, I'm like another example of like a real life example that a lot of people can attest to is like somebody's fat and they lose a lot of weight in the summer or something. They come back and the people that bullied them want to be their friends. Girls that they literally didn't know they existed talk like say their names now. Like, this stuff happens all the time. That's just a real life example of what I mean about like the halo effect.
I've never seen anything like that happen before, but I mean I guess
Really, I see it all the time.
I've never seen anything like that happen ever.
Like, somebody lose weight, they become like they go from like being like, I don't know,
That's
some
true.
like
I
some
have
like
some-
yeah, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, I don't know where you've been, Michael.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
probably just don't pay attention because this is the thing.
Yeah.
Around us.
This is the thing. I like throughout high school, I didn't care. I had no reason to care. I still have no reason to care.
That's not an issue, but I'm talking about how most people act. You actually don't put that much stock in looks, and I think that's really cool. But most humans, that's human nature. So
See, no,
Yeah.
that's one thing that I do love about myself, and I'm glad. Like, my parents always sit and try to talk to me, and they try to tell me that, oh, I shouldn't do this, or I shouldn't do that. They always try to say like I look homeless or poor or stuff, and I'm like, well, it's the way I look. I don't care. I think I look nice.
Maybe I want to look homeless and poor.
The fact that you are what
ain't
you
trying to
are
get
is
robbed,
why
though.
I'm friends with you.
The fact that
Maybe I
what
want to go with that.
Like, you are what you are, how your personality is unique. That's why I'm friends with you.
you know, I don't care. Like, that's the thing. I don't care about a lot of things that people say. Like, my parents, I think the reason that I don't care about what they say is because they've criticized a lot of the stuff that I do. So I've never really cared about the things that they say. I'm fine with the way I look. I'm fine with the way that I dress. I'm fine with everything that I do. I'm fine with having certain friends. Because when I first got to Westbury, like, they complained to me. They said that they complained. They said, you have too many Hispanic friends. Why don't you make more black friends? And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, why does it matter what race my friends are? That's one reason that I don't listen to a lot of the stuff that they say.
All right, back to the insult.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure my mom said I had too many boyfriends. Like, no,
what
no,
does
not like
that
that.
mean?
Shut up, not like that.
Oh wow, what a huge foreshadow.
No, like, she said I need to hang out with more women more to like talk to them. I mean, I tried, but it worked. Like,
See, my parents, because I had a bunch of dude friends and I used to hang out with y'all a lot, and like I was like, in the beginning of high school, I was never really interested in getting a girlfriend, so they did ask me a couple times. They said, "Michael, you gay?" And I was like, "Excuse me, like, what?"
My mom asked me that one time. Hey, remember we went to my apartment and we talked?
Yep.
So, any more questions about incels?
No. Michael.
Hmm?
You remember that day you found me in my apartment and my mom was watching laundry?
I think so.
When you walked away, she said, she asked me, are you gay?
I don't understand what having male friends, like, how does that make you gay? Like, having a
I
male friend
kind of
doesn't
looked at her for a couple of seconds and it said no.
like see, I'm sorry, this switches to an entirely different topic.
My mom asked me about 4 times.
Yeah, I was afraid of
Yeah.
this.
This is about to switch to an entirely, but like, it's the
Wait.
truth. I don't understand why. It's somewhat good though. I don't understand why parents act the way that they act. They will put you in certain situations and then ask you why you do this.
His face is right there.
Like a somewhat good example. I'm not sure if it's good. Like, okay, so y'all know, I'm back from college. I'm deep in debt, and all I do is work. All I do is work or sleep. And my parents, they sit and complain whenever I'm at home. They complain that I don't do anything and that I make stuff messy. And I'm like, well, that's not true. It can't be true because I'm not at home half the day. And when I do come home, if I don't go straight to sleep, I don't really eat anything because I ate at work. Because we got into an argument the other, I got in an argument with my parents the other day, and I would love to move out, but I cannot move out, and it's their fault because they're the ones who made me go to college. I am in debt because of them, and I'm getting threats like, if you don't want to listen to us, you can just leave, you can just get out of our house. And it's like, I would love to, but I can't because of you.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. My dad just sent me to the army.
I told you, Leonard. I told you if you wanted to, you could have came back to Houston, and I would have hooked you up.
I actually kind of like it.
Why did you go?
I needed the money, nigga. That's
That usually.
Yeah, most people
don't
don't go to the army for patriotic reasons.
I mean, there's almost no reason to.
Yeah, our country did
I would never fight for Trump, but if I did join the army as a meme, I would join the Space Force.
He's gonna watch this podcast. He's gonna watch this podcast and DDoS us.
Who?
Trump is gonna watch this podcast and DDoS us.
Trump is gonna DDoS all of us. It's time for me to join the Space Force so he can't do anything to me. I'm gonna be out there fighting aliens, boys. Y'all got my back?
God.
That man is joining the space army.
That's the only. I wouldn't join the Space Army legitimately because it's just. Where? What planet can we go to right now? What planet can we go to right now that isn't Earth? Why do we need we can't go to Mars. We can't go to Mars. We have not been to Mars. We've barely been to our moon. Why do we need a Space Force?
Can shoot a fucking Tesla car into space.
He shot a Tesla with a robot with no person in it.
Was anyone in the car?
No one was in the car.
You have to pay attention to.
If there was a person in the car, they would be.
There was a
robot.
devil in the car. It was a freaking robot, not a real person.
If it was a real person, they would be dead. Okay, yes,
They
it was
would
cool,
die.
but if it was
Back up in space.
we don't have the technology to send a person to another planet and survive for too long because first off, it's gonna take
Especially
them.
not in a car.
Especially not a car, because first off,
Yeah. And the car played nothing but David Bowie for the rest of eternity until aliens found it.
I'm pretty sure
Aliens find
if they find it, they're gonna come and kill us. They're gonna this is garbage music. They all deserve to die.
it.
They're gonna blow up the planet.
It'd be worse though if they put on Lil Pump. They hear it. They just come to Earth. This is an act of war.
We deserve it. Fuck that.
I wouldn't blame it. They hear Lil Pump. I was like, you know what? You're right. We shouldn't have let this thing escape. Please.
Well, wait. What if it was like Little Pump ear rape and it like wipes out the entire alien
Oh,
race?
that's even
What if they're
worse.
like sensitive to
Little
sound?
Pump is savior of the world.
They're like they were on their way to destroy Earth and they hear like Little Pump ear rape.
They're like, what's that noise?
They're really sensitive to sound and like it turns their entire body to gelatin because they just can't handle the sound frequencies of the ear rape.
That would be hilarious. You know what scared me the other day though? I was watching the news and I saw Trump and Putin together. I'm not sure which scared me more, Trump and Kim Jong-un or Trump and Putin. what is
Definitely
this?
Trump and Putin.
Like,
I'm pretty
what?
sure Trump was legit scared.
Yeah, like
No, he looked
Yeah.
uncomfortable the entire time.
with Trump and Kim, they were kind of like dicking around, but like with Trump and Putin, he was like on his best behavior. He was being a good little boy.
He looked very
Like, can you
concerned when he
imagine
was
a
answering.
fucking tweet starts World War III?
Yeah, he tweeted to like Iran or something saying that if they do anything, he said he's gonna punish them or something. I was like, what is wrong with this man?
He was like,
It was at 12 at midnight too. I'm like, what
he was
the
like-
fuck? Late
he's
for
like,
you to start
listen
World War
here, Iran. If you do anything, I'm going to bend you over my knee, and I'm going to spank you in front of the entire United States.
Trump,
Make an example of you.
Trump.
Whoa. You're about to spill that. Oh, is the podcast still going on?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Trump is scaring me, and I forgot. When did he get in? He got inaugurated into office in 2016, right?
Dude, I don't remember. Ever since he got inaugurated, I just don't pay attention to the dates.
Like time is just like ever since he got inaugurated, time just blurred.
Time
This
is-
man
I
Trump,
paid- Yeah, I paid no attention to his
this
entire
this
run.
man Trump, he has messed up the timeline. We don't know if we in 2018 or if we in 2020 right now.
Ratchet and Clank are cracking time.
Yeah, that was, oh my god, I love Ratchet and Clank. But no, Trump has been scaring me these past couple of. Whenever I see him, I don't like it. He gonna start World War III. He gonna start World War IV. He gonna blow all of us.
Look at who's singing the tune that I normally sing.
Yeah, he won't do that. That's World War III. It's just a scare. It's not gonna happen. He's
How
not
do
gonna
you
do
know
it.
this? Well,
Until it does happen, boom.
He's not gonna. At least in terms of person to person, he's not gonna be any worse than Obama or
Obama was way better than Trump. Obama was way better than Trump.
I really don't care about the presidents because they don't do much. They're just one
That's-
guy.
That's true in the sense, but like at least with Obama, there was like no like threat of a war.
With
Well,
Obama,
yeah,
we
agreed.
never had to
But-
worry about somebody getting into a
yeah,
fight.
no,
besides-
like with Obama, it was like you,
I'm like,
you didn't really
agreed.
care what he was doing.
I was agreed, but besides that, I mean, nobody's really gonna start a war. Like, no great power is really gonna start a war with each other because nuke, then the world's gone. Like everybody's just gone.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Reality,
That's what I was
if
telling
everybody-
Michael.
If everybody was going full throttle, as soon as you drop nuke, they're dropping one.
Yeah,
back.
no, like everybody's
Everything's
dropping
gone.
nukes. Like as soon as one country nukes another one, that country's gonna renuke it, and then every other country's
Yeah.
just gonna find a reason to nuke all the other countries they don't like. It's just gonna start a chain reaction.
And then the world is literally gone. It won't be a huge war. It's just gonna be that everybody's dead.
No, it's gonna be real life Fallout. It's gonna be lit.
Well, yeah, the few people that survive would be able to live a Fallout life.
That sounds
Might
like
not even be able to reproduce because the genes would have been altered. So they'd
Yeah,
be
because all
like,
the-
narrow.
Michael,
Yes.
remember, but you probably won't be one of the ones alive. Most people won't.
I'm pretty
Yep.
sure that I wouldn't be one of the ones alive.
That's why I never like when people like, oh yeah, zombie apocalypse or the an apocalypse that destroys a nuclear holocaust. I'm like, you realize you'd probably be dead. If you weren't dead, you'd probably be like the slave of some warlord.
If zombies happen, or if
that bad.
because like first off, if a nuke happens, I know one thing: I'm gonna either be asleep when it happens, or I'm gonna be at work. So there's gonna be no way for me to escape it.
Actually, if you're at work, that's actually a better scenario.
What is?
If you're at work, that's a better scenario.
Oh, that's a good topic.
What?
Because-
No, like when people have like when these like people who have fantasies of like the apocalypse, not understanding they'd probably be one of the ones that were just living like a horrible slavish life under some like tyrant.
Which isn't the worst outcome.
What's the worst outcome? Death?
Dead or having or slowly dying.
Yeah, of some kind of like
That might be the best outcome.
Because
Yeah,
if you're
no,
dead,
death-
you don't have
death
to
is
deal
the
with
best.
anything.
Second
the
best is like
the best.
warlord.
Now the worst, the worst situation being that slavish person, but you're also like dying of some like radiation slowly, like tumors in your fucking neck.
Oh my god! Because if the world gets blown up, there's gonna be no taking. Like it's gonna be hard for us to like rebuild our population because, like, humanity might find a way to survive. We're gonna have to find a way to get over everything, and it's gonna take.
We would.
We definitely
Humans
survive.
would eat their own shit if they needed to.
Yeah, we're
I've heard
very
from that
resilient.
once. Yeah, we would.
Left with nothing, we would survive.
just-
It would be really hard.
We're like big cockroaches.
Big
Yep.
cockroaches. Okay. I mean, some people are bigger cockroaches than others, but okay.
Trump.
I was actually referring to another person,
Cockroach.
a big one. Oh, when I was watching the news, Trump is actually orange. Trump is actually orange. Like, people make a joke about him, but he's actually orange.
That's what I'm telling you. It's not just a joke. He really is orange.
This man is a freaking orange.
Yeah, I didn't notice it until. Oh yeah, I did say that the last one. I didn't notice it until I saw that last little interview he did.
Yeah, he's
So,
saying
who
does watch it?
Who what?
I was like, who does watch this podcast? When y'all mentioned somebody was watching, I was like, I'm interested.
I don't know, people. Like, we just get random subscribers and random people watching it all the
Yeah, I
time.
don't know who the hell's been watching it, but hey, thank you for watching, idiot.
I just like to tune in, listen to something.
Like, like really bored is high.
Or like stupid or something, but like, thanks.
You're a cool guy.
Yeah, you're pretty cool, man. Or woman, or both, or
Yeah, both,
attack helicopter.
You know what? Just
Whatever
don't
you are.
assume genders. Just don't assume
You know what?
Oh, well, back when I-
Omnipresent being.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Me Too was about old hags who didn't get enough out of the sex that they were having with that rich famous person.
What?
Now they want to get a bit more out of it. I thought we were about to get it. Yeah, no. I thought we were about to get into what were y'all just mentioning?
We were thanking the subscribers.
No.
They're thinking our fan base.
It was something after that, and I was like, it related to feminism, and then I was like, oh, feminism, and I went to Me Too.
Okay, look.
Then he started talking.
Feminism is one of the most irritating things on this planet. I hate people. I hate feminists, but I also hate feminists. I'm not sure which one I hate more. Like,
Feminists don't actually have any power.
they don't, but I think they're just as stupid.
Oh no, they
No,
are, but they don't
feminazis
have
are
power.
definitely the worst.
Feminazis give me cancer. I swear to
Look.
God.
It's like feminists and feminists are like the difference between a retarded man and a retarded boy. A boy won't be able to do anything. A man will be able to break your face with his while still being retarded.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to
You
break.
have the
break your face
self-control of
with
a
his
child, but the strength of a grown man.
dick. He's gonna beat your face in with his dumb, goofy, retard caveman man.
Well, I've never personally interacted with the
My chicken noodles.
scumbag.
Well, no.
Boy, we are getting monetized with this going on YouTube.
Dude, we were never monetized. I don't think we're ever monetized.
We can't get monetized until we get
We
1,000
can't get
subscribers. We're a
demonetized
long
until we
way
get
from that.
monetized.
But I've never had like I've never had a face-to-face interaction with feminists. Me and Jacory got assaulted on Facebook by feminists once, and it was one of the funniest things ever.
They heard our podcast.
I wish
No,
they.
that was,
I
it
hope
was
they
way
do.
before then. It was way before then. Like, it was on some dumb shit.
This what happened. So Kiara, she posted. Okay, one of our friends. She posted a picture. No, not a picture. She posted a video, and it was like. So this black dude, like, he was doing some online dating thing, and he ran into a black girl, and like he met up with her, and she was like, "Oh, I don't date black dudes," and so she left. And then
I think it's lagging. I'm gonna hop out. Oh, yeah, it's back. Never mind.
okay, so it was a black dude, and his white friend was like, "Oh, that's kind of messed up." So he what he did was he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna prank the girl." So he started talking to her online. And then he got her to meet him, and he was like, "Oh, you're black? I thought you were Puerto Rican or something like that." He was like, "I don't date black girls." And she's like, "That's racist." And then the black dude came back out, and he's like, "Oh, it's racist, but what about you didn't want to date me because I'm black? Is that not racist?"
Hey, bro, it is what it is. It is what it is. People like what they like. I ain't tripping about it.
Exactly. And I tagged Jacory in the comment because I was like, "Oh, this is actually
Yeah,
pretty funny."
I said something. It wasn't even something
personally,
like.
It was pretty
It
funny.
wasn't even something to provoke anyone. It was just like.
I didn't provoke
a
anyone.
very-
I just
a
said,
very neutral, just like funny comment.
I just they
attacked me.
called Jacory. I was like, "Jacory, look at this. This is pretty funny." And they came out of nowhere. They just start talking about it. They was like, "Oh, why are you sitting laughing at this? This isn't funny. What if it happened to you?" Or this isn't that. And I was like, "Well,
It wouldn't happen
Then
to
it
you.
wouldn't be
Yeah,
a big deal.
You wouldn't have been
first of
denied
all.
somebody based on their race.
It would never happen, first of all, because I like all races. I don't discriminate against race.
I don't discriminate against race, and that's an entirely different topic." Oh,
Yeah.
people. That's man. I hate that. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But I don't discriminate against race. First off, second off, I just laughed at the video. get your panties out your ass cheeks.
Yeah,
please.
no, we were literally just like laughing at it.
We just laughed at the video, and they all like they attacked us. Like I was sitting watching something, and my phone was just blowing up. I was like, "What are these
feminists?
notifications?"
These chicks are angry, bitter women that aren't getting selected by the guys they want to fuck, so they're angry.
Yeah, no,
that's what they are. Sorry.
They were literally like old, like not too good looking women.
Yeah. How many hot girls are feminists? How many of them care about the gender war? They don't give a fuck. They're too busy being rich and like getting like taken on dates by rich dudes and shit like that. Like girls that men want don't care about any of this. They don't think about any of this. They don't think about incels. They don't think about feminism. They don't think about Me Too until they get old and they want more money from those guys they were fucking that were rich and famous.
Feminists are just the female version of incels.
No. Because they're women. Because women at any age can get sex from dudes. No,
that's true. No, that's 100%
specifically
true.
They're women that aren't getting the dudes that they could have gotten before, or they couldn't get. They're women that aren't getting selected by the top 20% of dudes, and they're bitter.
All right, now let me tell you what pisses me off a lot. People who say that I'm not gonna date you because you're this race, and then no. Black
that's
women,
not a problem.
No, it's not a problem for me at all. But it just pisses me off.
They turn around and be hypocrites. I agree.
That's what pisses me off. Like I've seen so many posts like where like certain black women, and I'm not saying all black women, I'm saying some. They'll sit up and they'll say, "Oh, I don't date black men," or "I don't like black men." And they're like, "Oh, why do black men always talk about black women and they only date white women? Why don't they ever date black women?" And then you'll go on their page and you'll see them saying, "I only date white dudes. Don't try to talk to me if you're black." And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Again, like I said, this is just the black version of the bitter chick who couldn't get the hot guy or whatever it was, the popular guy that she wanted, and she's mad because of that. But she knows there are plenty of regular dudes that were dating black chicks. She knew that. She just didn't care about them. She wanted Tyrone's cock.
Yeah, she wanted Tyrone. Oh, and that was her problem.
He wanted Tyrone. He wanted Tyrone. She wanted the Tyrone who was chasing all the Beckys and the Blanitas.
Oh my God.
The one who already had 3 baby mamas. That's what she wanted.
Yeah. Same way with women like men ain't shit, blah blah blah, but they're only dating thugs and like criminals.
Women who always talk about how men ain't shit. It's not men.
Like
they're
not
it's
talking
the
about
dudes
men.
who you choose that aren't shit.
They're talking about a small minority of men that are crappy that they find attractive.
And that they meet at the club, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they go to the club, they find some douchebag who's ready to grind up all on him. He looks nice. They take him back home. He fucks her, knocks her up, leaves.
Okay, hey, I think he's in here. Y'all said that was his nickname, right?
Yes. Okay, so.
All right, we can talk about.
Why do you think we're incels, huh?
Holy shit, he's here.
Yes. Why do you think we're incels, sir? Okay, he's dead.
Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Yes, speak now or forever hold your peace. Why do you think we're incels?
Bro, it's weird. It's weird that we hopped off this topic, then we're back on it.
You can't speak.
Then get out.
You can't speak.
Michael be holding
If you can't speak, get out.
Jesus Christ. He said Lamau.
Get out. If you can't speak, just don't be here.
Why are you so bothered?
I get triggered easily, Cameron. Have you not noticed that?
Because you need to
Yeah.
your rectum.
But here's something. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was about to pull up something really good. Oh, this is what I'm gonna say. Dudes who are not complete scumbags usually are the ones at home playing games or the ones at work working all day.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Yeah,
it's the truth.
And and these are the guys that women are talking about when they're talking about relationships. At least the ones that aren't completely like gross or something. Most of them, they're talking about thugs and they're talking about dudes that they find really good looking. That's pretty much the two groups.
They won't give
not literally thugs, but they can be like bad boy types.
Look, it could all be boiled down to this.
Since he's here, I will reiterate, it's not to insult or complain about them. This is just how female nature is. Same way a baby cries.
Look,
it's not everyone, but
of course not everybody, but there are exceptions to everything.
It's just that I've seen so many it wasn't really recently, but a few months ago when it kind of started, like women going all over. All men are trash and garbage people.
I dare you to say the same thing about women. You'll get killed.
There was also
I pretty much and women on Twitter.
I actually made it a point. I started. I went on Twitter and I started calling out people who were being hypocrites, and I think I got blocked by a couple people. And I was like, nice.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm never gonna stop pointing out things that are negative about people just because somebody thinks I'm being complaining or something. Like, life, people are what they are. I'm gonna point it out, and if you don't like it, oh well.
Look, here's my logic on it. Look, how am I gonna abuse you when I sit here all day and I beat my dick like it owes me money?
Stealing my joke, fuck you.
How do I have the energy left to treat you like some kind of asshole? When have you seen how many times I've literally beat the skin off of my penis?
Whoa.
How am I gonna belittle you and treat you wrong when my penis is the real one?
Too graphic.
Look, here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying.
Every follicle of my foreskin obliterated just like Cell in the Cell game.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Regrew. Then I obliterated it again.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I cannot abuse anybody. I can't abuse anybody because I'm too lazy. I can't beat my dick as hard as you do. I'm sorry, but I'm too lazy to abuse anybody. I'm way too lazy to do that.
I don't do that. That's a fucking joke.
It's not in my nature.
This dude.
I don't like hurting people.
Hey, hold up. This dude comments that I can't let my ass up. Bro, talk. Why are you not talking?
He can't talk because he's at home.
Oh, all right.
Like if you look at his name, if you look at his whole thing, it's like kind of like grayed out.
Because I'm like, he's the whole reason we started talking about this topic on this podcast.
That's why I wanted him to talk, but it's fine. It's fine.
Before we move on, I feel like the women, like, talking about all men, there are some coming out now like, yeah, men who aren't trash. No, like, that's still stupid. But the bigger issue are the women who are like, we shouldn't have to watch out for what kind of men we date. You should watch your homies. I'm just like, no.
That's stupid. That's the stupidest thing
That is
I've heard.
retarded.
That is the stupidest thing I've fucking heard, man.
Look, if one of my homies ever even hinted at being some sort of sexual abuser or psychopath or whatever the fuck kind of whack nut crazy person, they are not my homie. I'm reporting them.
Yeah, it's like, that's not, no, they don't really, they kind of just view men as the men that they're attracted to. Vast majority of men aren't anything like that.
Yeah, it's like, if you're going to a club to find somebody to fuck and then want to start a relationship with that person, they're probably not the kind of person that wants to start.
If you meet anybody in a club, they're not gonna get in a relationship with you because they like you. They're gonna get in a relationship with you because all they want to do is fuck you. And then they're not gonna talk to you ever again. They're going to treat you like shit.
For what I've been saying, let me just get it clear. This is not all women. This is not.
It's not all women.
This is not even a
third majority. Yeah, third majority.
It's just a large portion of them that make it a relevant discussion. And
if you dare say
that segment of them kind of reveals a certain dark, I guess, quality of female nature.
But if all you single Asian ladies out there, we're not talking about you.
All those women that wanted to marry Ted Bundy or Richard Ramirez.
If you dare say anything like, not all men are like this, they say, well, you should automatically know all.
Do you really think it's a coincidence that every time some nobody dude becomes like some serial killer, some famous serial killer, he's getting women that want to marry him, he's getting love letters constantly?
That sounds fucking retarded.
That's not, and this isn't uncommon at all. Y'all did know Ted Bundy had like a bunch of women that loved him and showed up at his court hearings and stuff. Like, y'all knew that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a feature of women. Same way how men will fight over women, literally fight and kill over women. It's the feature of men.
That's not life.
Positive. I ain't killing nobody.
I never do that in my life.
Okay, Michael, we're talking about general people's nature. We're not talking about individuals. Okay. Now, like I said, and dude, you literally fought that dude, right? That was that cheated. Yeah, so I'm like, obviously, this is a part of male nature, this aggression towards other men, how they care less about men than they do about women. On average, the stranger man, generally, people do care more about women. If you meet a stranger woman crying, you're gonna care more than some random dude crying. Most of us, if we're honest, that's true.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
No. Be true with yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Being real. If you see some dude cry.
You said like homeless people tried to walk up to you and you just like tried to get away from them. No,
I said that's
now
different.
what if that was a hot chick trying to get your help? Would you really just walk away and try to dash off?
I don't give a fuck. No, I don't give a fuck what you are. Don't ask me for money.
All right, well I'm getting.
No, I didn't say they asked you for money. I said they tried to walk up to you
and try to talk to me.
I'm getting derailed.
Okay, here's the thing. No, a
hold up, bro. Well, I'm trying to keep on like the overall topic. Then you can like kind of diverge in these little caveats. But what was I on? I was saying something about nature. Oh yeah, male nature. There are dark parts of male nature. You know, as I said earlier, we more likely to be serial killers. We care. Men generally don't even care about other men, and they value women more. They're different. There are bad things on both sides. So it's not complaining about them. It's just pointing out a reality of what they are, like what a baby is or something.
I mean, okay, but back to what you're saying. The reason I told the homeless person to leave me alone, Jacory, because he came up to me and he asked me for money. Yes,
I understand, but I'm saying if like say some homeless person came up to kind of talk to you, say something to you, say they had a problem they want to get off their chest. Would you saying you'd be willing to listen to them?
I've done it before.
You think you'd be willing to hear out?
Sometimes
I've done it before.
Sometimes
just like you would with some random dude.
Yeah, I said I've done it before. Literally when I was on the way home, a dude just came up to me and just started talking to me. It was like a random conversation because he didn't have.
No. We're not saying they come up to you and talk to you. You say, would you go out of your way?
I'm not going out of my way for anybody. I don't care how hot you look. Fuck you.
Hold up. I'm not even talking about every little thing you would do as an individual. We're talking about general tendencies of humanity.
Asking me personally.
I'm asking what he would because you said no, you wouldn't.
Look, I don't even remember the question.
When it comes down to what made this argument, which is like how we treat men versus how we treat women, how we value women more, people in general. Look, we all have an innate bias to care more about women. If you see a young, I'm not like some 20-something hot girl and she's struggling on the street, you're gonna feel more compelled to help her than some guy the same age. You're gonna be like, that guy needs help. That's something. And I'm not saying that you wouldn't help the dude. I'm just saying that it's a fact. I'm saying it's a fact.
That is a fact.
I'm saying it's a fact that in everybody's mind there's an innate bias for that female. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
that's just a fact.
Now here's the thing: if somebody's like a dude came up to me and he asked me for help. But he didn't ask me for help, but he came up to me and said, "Hey, I'm kind of hungry. Could you give me some food?" And I said, "Okay, yeah, I give him food." But it's different if somebody comes up to me and just asks me for money, and I don't care.
But I
don't give people money.
That we're talking about.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
But
fuck how you look.
Neither of those work in that scenario.
It's true.
That whole thing didn't even apply.
We can say anything, but it's like the facts of what make humans are still there and deep inside of our brain from evolution. So
I'm agreeing with it. It's true.
Subconscious is still doing those things.
Like I'm generally a nice person, and I wouldn't just go up to somebody sitting there like crying, even if it was I feel bad if it was like a lady sitting there crying.
I don't care.
Same way we care more about kids than we do adults.
Yeah, versus if it was a dude sitting there crying. If dude sitting there crying, I probably wouldn't care as much if I just saw
if you saw some little kid crying, you care more about that than
an adult,
right?
If I saw a kid crying, I'm gonna go ask them what's wrong. But if you're an adult, I don't care what gender you are, unless you come ask me, I don't care. And also, if I really don't know you, I'm probably I'm probably not gonna let you pour out to me and open up to me, because I don't know who you are. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's why when I'm on the bus I say like nigger and other stuff, because I don't know you people. I don't care who they are. Fuck them. You are nothing to me.
Yo, that's a shitty way to be, dude.
No, that's not
saying because I don't know you, because you're not involved in my personal life, I don't care about you as a feeling being at all. Yeah, that's kind of shit.
I'm saying I don't care what I say. I don't care how you feel about it. Unless if I don't know you, I don't care. I don't care how you feel about it. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. If I do not know you, and you're offended by something I say, fuck you.
Hold on, we weren't talking about that. We were talking
No,
about
that's what I'm
something
trying to say.
different,
No, that's what I'm trying to say. If I say something on the bus, if I say
But
something,
I mean, at the same time, I could understand if you were saying like if they're trying to just like criticize you on something and like opinionate you. But if you go out and like yell nigger,
okay,
hold up.
That's
And
not what- I don't do that. I don't do that.
I've never really
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Look, people can say whatever they want, freedom of speech and such. And I have never liked y'all use of the word nigger. But I'm never gonna just go up to some random Hispanic person like speak. What's up, speak? Like just
okay, that's rude.
Like,
I would never do that to somebody.
I understand that words have meanings, and however you like to deny it. If some random person just walking called you a bitch ass nigga that you want to kill, like you don't care that they called you a bitch.
No,
like,
okay,
no. It is
that's true.
Words do have meaning attached to them. So
okay, that's true.
Saying that you don't care if people get offended at that, it's kind of offensive.
No, if I go up to somebody and I call them a nigger,
yeah, I'm not about to.
But I'm saying it out loud in general, like the time you were like cursing at the
and it's kind of like
for that lady.
And it's kind of like you have to reach a balance because you're not gonna want to like limit yourself and what you like want to talk about, but you also don't want to run around being like an asshole.
No, I don't.
How you're around people.
I don't run around being an asshole. I just like if I'm talking, like if I'm on the phone.
You kind of do.
No, if I'm on the phone with like Jacory or I'm on the phone with like Ashley or somebody, and I will sit and I'll just say, if I call them a nigger, I don't care. I'll call them a nigger, but I don't walk up to somebody and I'll just say, oh yeah, you're a fucking nigger. I don't say that.
Yeah, but no, like
it's different.
And then again, it's different when you're amongst friends and y'all all like get different.
But when you're in public and there's other people around you and you say nigger, you need to be mindful of what you're saying.
Why?
Around people.
I don't give a fuck. Who are they?
It doesn't matter who they are.
I don't give a fuck.
See, man, I'm not just gonna roll
people say
around
shit all
like
the time. No, people say shit all the time, and you should be an adult and just not get you like, oh, that guy, he's like this or whatever. Why do you care? If I heard somebody say nigger while I'm walking, if I heard somebody say nigger while I'm walking down the street, I don't care.
Look, I
don't say it because I can.
I'm more in agreement with Jacory because as I got older, I just realized that yes, other people's like feelings matter, and I don't want to just run around offending people.
Yeah, like, it's not cool.
People, even if I don't know them, they do matter. I'm not gonna like walk around joking about the Holocaust in a Holocaust museum.
Okay, no, okay. So if I'm in a slave museum, I'm not gonna.
There is a degree of respect I kind of give to
if I'm in a slave museum, I'm not gonna just walk around saying, oh, these fucking monkeys, they deserve that. I'm not gonna say that. Of course, it's a level of respect. But if I'm walking down the street and I'm on the phone and I call you a nigger and someone gets offended, be a fucking adult. Fuck you.
Oh no, I agree. Like people shouldn't be running around giving people problems.
Like if somebody walks up to me and says,
offend them, but I'm saying it's kind of a give-take thing. Yeah. They have to be able to like accept kind of what you do.
I do.
And, like,
I do.
No, I'm telling you, I'm like what you do, but you also have to be able to have a certain line and not just say whatever, and like be able to respect people and like their boundaries, in general, like society's boundaries with certain things. That's my point. Like I'm not about to go to a Hanukkah. I'm tripping. What is that Jewish celebration called?
Like a Holocaust?
No. I'm not about to go to a bar mitzvah and start joking about Hitler. Like
I wouldn't do that either. That's a dick move. That's a dick move. I'm not gonna go somewhere and just sit and just start talking about people to offend them. That's not what I'm gonna do. But if I'm walking down the street, I'm gonna say it again. If I'm walking down the street and I'm on the phone with one of y'all, and I jokingly call y'all a nigger or something, and some white person, some black person, some Hispanic person comes and says, you shouldn't say nigger, I'm gonna say, who the fuck are you?
But okay, let me give you a prime example, my dude. When we were at the movie theater, we're sitting there trying to get tickets, and you said something. I think you said like fuck, in front of this lady and her kid who were like right next to us, and they both like turned and looked at you. You were like, so I don't give a fuck.
I don't.
And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But like I said, this is a difficult like kind of debate because it always comes down to like how much are you willing to give up of like how you talk around in public and stuff you know, to like kind of like preserve that, like to offer some respect to the people
Yeah,
around.
dude,
you.
I feel like
that's
I feel like if racial slurs and curse words are part of your vocabulary, maybe
like just leave it at home amongst your friends.
Yeah, like pick up a dictionary, learn some new words, do something else. Don't make that a part of your normal vocabulary.
Okay, I agree with you on that. I probably shouldn't.
I'm like, that's why I got out of that mind. That's why I got out of the mindset that words are just words. Like, no, words have meanings attached to them in histories. Some words are positive, some words elicit negative emotions. Like, that's true. We all know that. We all know we get offended by some words and we'll like some
That's
words.
why I do be respectful around older black people. Like, I won't say it because I understand that some of our uncles, some of our grandfathers and stuff, they've actually dealt with it. They've dealt with some of the racism. So I don't say it around them because like I know that they feel a certain type of way. But
that's a big reason I've just stopped liking when people say words are just words. I'm like, no, we all know words have certain meaning to them.
Okay, that's true. We kind of went way over time. That's my fault. I'm pretty sure a lot of people gonna fucking hate me after this. A lot of people gonna fucking hate me after this.
And like all you have to do is pick the time.
How much time are they usually?
They're like 30 minutes. This one's like 40 or 50 minutes.
It's another good podcast.
Yeah, but thank you guys for watching.
All right, I'm calling it out. I'm talking to my sister.
Okay, don't forget to tune in next time with your glass of Yorkshine.
Why do you always sound so uncomfortable when you do it?
Cause I don't know how to do it. You're the one who usually does the outro. Can you do it?
Don't forget to tune in next time with your
All right, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to tune in next time with your lovely glass of Yorkshine, ready to discuss and just listen with us as we do another podcast. One will probably be coming out sometime sooner or later. All right, thank you all.
Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me, by the way. Bye.
Have a good night. Yeah, have a good night.